Ruby Wright, you're a good-for-nothing. I've taken you in all these years. It's time you repay me.
Bastard. If you can't control your urges, I'll make sure you lose it.
Ruby Wright! You slut! How dare you seduce my husband! I'll fight you to the end!
So you told me to come here just to slap a label on me and put me in my place? Please. You're not even worthy. What a bunch of cowards.
Ruby!
Don't touch me.
Xenia, are you okay?
I'm fine, Jim. Ruby didn't mean it.
I warned you. You will pay for messing with Xenia.
You started it. Trash.
You're such a bitch!
Jim, how are you?
I'm the rightful heiress, deliberately switched at birth. I grew up in the gutter among scoundrels, seeing the darkest sides of the world.
Miss Wright, please come in. Miss and Mrs. Wright are waiting for you.
Today marks my first day back in my real family.
So this is the lost heiress? She looks like a country bumpkin.
Keep your voice down. I heard that she'd seduced her adoptive father when she was 12 and almost killed her adoptive mother. She's a born troublemaker.
Stop spouting nonsense. Get back to work. Miss Ruby, Mr. Ian has made it clear. Don't try to steal Miss Xenia's spotlight. She's been spoiled and can't handle any kind of slight.
Miss Xenia?
Yes, please follow me.
Steal her spotlight? Someone who survived the gutter doesn't care for anyone's attention or pity. I want money and power I can actually call my own.
Mr. and Mrs. Wright, Miss Wright is back.
Yes. The resemblance is uncanny. You're definitely my daughter.
My dear! You must have suffered. Now that you're back, those tough days are over. All right?
The Wright seems somewhat guilty toward me, except for my brother and adopted sister.
Now that you're reunited, I won't get in the way.
Xenia! Xenia!
Xenia's been spoiled her whole life. She can't handle it yet. Try to cut her some slack. Alright?
Cut her some slack? Why should I cut her any slack? She's the one who's lived in luxury for 16 years, while I was treated like dirt in her house.
It has nothing to do with her. Xenia doesn't know anything. She's a victim too.
Does that mean you've decided to let her stay?
I understand how you feel, but you know what kind of people that family is. After all, I raised Xenia. I couldn't bring myself to send her to hell.
Alright, I get it. But I'm your flesh and blood, while she's adopted. I don't want our positions confused.
You're both daughters of the Wright family. There's no difference between you two. Besides, Xenia's been feeling guilty and upset. If we tell others she's adopted... Dad, Xenia has been spoiled by us. She can't handle it.
Ruby.
She's never faced real hardship, but I grew up abused. So you think my life is worthless, and I can accept this. Am I right?
That's not what I mean.
Letting her stay is my biggest concession. If you think the adopted daughter is more important, you can send me back.
Alright, Ruby. I promise you.
Sure enough, just showing my trauma is enough to stir guilt in my so-called family. After all, it's human nature to favor the weak.
Dad, this is...
Enough. Ruby has suffered so much out there. Now that she's finally back, I'll never let her suffer again.
But...
Ruby, you must be tired after your journey. Your mom has a room ready for you. Let's go see it.
Sure. Dad, I don't like this room. It's too small.
You're quite picky. Well, Your countryside house was better than this?
Don't talk to her like that. Ruby, just tell me what kind of room that you want. I'll get it arranged.
I want to check out that room.
Sure.
Dad.
Mom, just let me go. I don't want to get in Ruby's way. She's a real daughter.
Nonsense! You'll always be my daughter. I won't let you leave, all right?
Mom is right. Xenia, you'll always be my sister. No one can ever change that.
Ian.
Dad, I'll take this room. I like everything about it. But I want to get a new set of furniture.
Ruby, what do you mean? It's all right, don't cry. I won't allow anyone to mistreat you. Ruby, this is Xenia's room. Your room is next door. Ian will take you there, huh?
This isn't the place to throw a tantrum. Come with me.
I've seen the room next door. There's no balcony, no walk-in closet. I don't want to live there.
Ruby, be good.
The adopted daughter gets the big room, while the real daughter gets the small room. How does that make any sense?
What adopted daughter? Both you and Xenia are my daughters. I know you're upset, but Xenia is a victim too.
Mom, please let me go. I don't want to be in Ruby's way.
Xenia, this is your room. No one can kick you out.
You both say she's the victim. But for the past 16 years, she's lived as a spoiled princess, while I was treated like an animal. Oh, wait. Her real parents do care about her. Otherwise, they wouldn't have switched us. Had our lives not been switched, she wouldn't have suffered like I did. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to return. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know how to escape them. I'm back. But you and the adopted daughter have already grown attached. If you want her to stay, she'll live comfortably because our family is wealthy and powerful. She obviously benefits the most. Yet you call her the victim. Now, my own mother and brother are putting me in the small room, while she gets the big one. If that's what being a victim is, I want to be one too.
Ruby, the past is the past. Stop dwelling on it. Just because you suffered, do you have to make Xenia suffer too? How can you be so cruel?
Silence! Ruby, I know you suffered a lot. Tell me what you want. I'll sort it out.
Thank you, Dad. Can we get all the furniture changed in 3 hours?
Dad.
Oh. Sure. I promise you. Xenia will clear the room for you shortly.
Xenia, I get that you're upset. It's okay to switch rooms, huh? This bangle is a family heirloom. I'm giving it to you now. You'll always be a right.
Thank you, Mom. But Ruby just got back. You should give her this family heirloom as a welcome gift.
Xenia, you're so thoughtful. Ruby doesn't...
Thank you. I've never actually worn any jewelry before. This bangle is so pretty. I love it.
Sue, make sure they bring over more clothes and jewelry. Ruby has been through so much. We need to give her everything she's been missing.
All right. I'll make the arrangements. Xenia, I'll take you to your new room.
Dad, did I say something wrong?
My dear, I know you've been hurt.
Dad, Mom and Ian are so unfair. And they don't care about me at all. I don't like them. From now on, you're the only family I have.
Silly girl. You're just overthinking. They really do care about you. Don't worry. As long as I'm here, you'll be well taken care of.
I don't let myself get pushed around. I don't want to struggle later in life. John is the only person I need to win over.
Ruby, how are the Wrights? Are they nice? Do they treat you well?
Everything's under control. Don't worry.
Only a fool would worry about you. It's the Wrights who should be worried. Looks like they've let you down after all.
The Wright family's wealth hasn't disappointed me. I'm very pleased with everything.
Today's Ruby's first day at school. Zinnia, you're popular. Be sure to watch out for Ruby.
Don't worry. I'll take good care of her. Ian has already given his student council friends a heads up, right?
Mom, Dad, don't worry. No one in Jackson would dare to mess with us Wrights.
All right. Ruby, call me if anything happens at school, all right?
Dad, don't worry. If anything happens, it won't be me. It'll be someone else.
Settle down, everyone. Meet our new classmate, Ruby Wright.
Who is she? I've never seen her before.
I saw you guys getting out of the same car. Is she your relative?
She's my new runt.
Her new runt? What's she talking about? What?
This is our new classmate, Ruby Wright. Would any of you like to share a desk with her?
There's an open seat right in front of me. The new girl can sit here. We'll make sure to take good care of her.
Nice to meet you all. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ruby Wright. My dad is John Wright of Wright Corp. I'm his only daughter. By the way, Xenia's biological mother used to be a nanny in my family. She selfishly swapped my identity with hers. But my parents were kind enough to adopt Xenia as their own daughter.
Really? Turns out Xenia is a fake heiress. Fake heiress?
Shut up! How dare you announce this without telling Mom and Dad? They won't let you get away with it.
I'm their biological daughter. I'm just telling the truth. What can they possibly do?
I'll show you who the real daughter of the Wright family is.
Hey!
Ruby, Jim Shaw wants you at the student council office.
Who's Jim Shaw? Why is he asking for me?
He's the future heir of the Shaw family. He was engaged to Xenia from a young age. They grew up together and were very close.
I see. Do you mean the Shaw family, one of Jackson's two biggest powers, along with the Wrights?
You shouldn't go first. Call your family. If your dad steps in, Jim probably won't give you a hard time.
Thank you. But no need for that.
Look who showed up. You've got some nerve.
Don't you know how to greet someone, huh? Where are your manners?
You want me to greet you? Who do you think you are?
You're asking for it.
My dear sister, why are you acting so aggressive? He was just joking.
Really? Does that mean I can joke with you like this? Also, I'm not your sister. We're not related by blood.
Ruby, don't say that. You're scaring me.
My family has taken care of you. But you didn't defend me while I was being bullied. You even turned your back on me. You're such an ungrateful
That's
brat.
not true.
Shut up! Ruby Wright, I'm warning you. Xenia is my fiancée. If you dare bully her, you will regret it.
How so?
Trust me, you don't want to know.
In Jackson, if Jim wants someone gone, it's as simple as saying so. Apologize to Xenia now, or you'll be in trouble.
Get on your knees and apologize.
You're laughing? Are you crazy?
Foreign people are full of illnesses. Stay away from her. You might catch it.
We don't have a monarchy anymore. You really think you're Jackson's prince? Just because your minions treat you like one?
Ruby, know your place. If you bother Zania again, you'll wish you weren't born.
How disgusting. I hate touching filthy stuff.
Ruby, are you crazy? How dare you lay a hand on Jem?
Shut up. Who are you to raise your voice at me?
You're the one who should shut up. A hillbilly like you has no right to boss her around.
Jem, don't be mad. Ruby is the Wright's real daughter. I should be thankful she even lets me stay in the house.
Zenia, she's bullying you because you're kind. Your parents do see you as their own. Besides, you've got me. No one can hurt you.
She's a nobody who thinks she can throw her weight around here.
No wonder Ian asked us to watch out for Xenia. He knew you'd pick on her.
Ian and Jim both have Xenia's back. Do yourself a favor and apologize to her.
So you told me to come here just to slap a label on me and put me in my place? Please. You're not even worthy. What a bunch of cowards.
Ruby,
don't touch me.
Zenia, are you okay?
No, I'm fine, Jem. Ruby didn't mean it.
I warned you. You will pay for messing with Zania.
You started it. Crash.
You're such a bitch!
Jem, how are you?
I hear this seat's called the throne. I'll admit it. It does feel like it.
Ruby, it's one thing for you to bully me. How dare you hurt Jem so badly? If he is injured, the Shaw family won't spare you.
Why are you yelling at me? You're scaring me. How terrifying. How do schools usually handle students fighting? I think we're supposed to report it to a teacher. Mr. Bart, Jim Shaw hit me.
What? Was it a misunderstanding?
No. I hit him too.
Jem, it's all my fault. If it weren't for me, Ruby wouldn't have laid a hand on you.
It's not your fault. She bullied you first. I won't let anyone hurt you.
Jim, how could you hit John's daughter? What's going on?
She didn't hold back either.
Huh? Are you injured anywhere?
You're despicable.
Mrs. Shaw, I'm sorry. Jim only fought Ruby because he was defending me.
It has nothing to do with you. She started it.
You must be the Wright's long-lost daughter. You look just like your father. Are you badly hurt?
I'm fine. Just some temporary ringing. My hearing's fine now.
She's not fine. She nearly ruptured her eardrum. Alas, kids these days.
Ruby, I apologize on Jim's behalf. Don't worry. My husband and I won't let him off the hook.
Xenia, are you all right?
Mom, I'm fine.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad it's nothing serious. Ruby? What happened to your face?
Mom, it's all my fault. If it weren't for me, Jim wouldn't have fought with Ruby.
She hit you first. Stop taking the blame.
She hit you? Ruby, you've gone too far.
Ruby, how could you hit Xenia? I told you. Both you and Xenia are my daughters. Stop picking on her.
Xenia Wright, you're quite the actor.
Ian, I wasn't acting. I don't understand why Ruby would frame me.
Shut up. You've been talking for ages. Now, it's my turn to speak.
Who is she? I've never seen her before.
I saw you guys getting out of the same car. Is she your relative?
She's my new runt. No, it wasn't me!
If you cross someone in the student council, they'll call you a runt. The runt is bullied by the entire school. Surely you know that. Well, why are you silent?
Xenia, what's going on? How can you say that about Ruby?
Blood ties are really strange. Your real parents treat me like a dog, and you call me a runt. In that sense, you're just like them.
Ruby, knock it off. We will deal with it at home.
You had no problem scolding me just now, but the moment it comes to Xenia, you make me shut up. You're truly Xenia's devoted brother. And mother.
To me, you're all the same.
This is how school's foreign, where everyone calls Xenia the queen. The moment Xenia declared me a runt, the entire school was thrilled. They were figuring out how to torment me to win her favor. Shall I share it? With everyone? No? Forget it then. The students here are incredibly efficient. When the teacher brought me to class, my desk was already covered with trash. Even my new books had been ripped to shreds. The teachers here are just as efficient. As soon as I requested the CCTV footage from the homeroom teacher, I had it by the second period.
Here it is.
Are you sure you don't want me to send it? Not sure you'll see it clearly. Xenia sat behind me, smiling as they tore my books. We sure paid a lot to raise such a fine mutt. For my own safety, I told my classmates that I'm the real daughter of the Wright family. Xenia didn't like that. She told me she'd show me who the Wright family's real daughter is. Then she skipped class and ran off. Looking back now, she must have gone off to find Jim. Who's looking for me?
Jim Shaw wants you at the student council office. He'll be mad if you're late.
I'm sorry. I was just too afraid. If everyone found out I'm not the biological daughter, they'd look down on me. Ruby took over my room as soon as she returned. I'm afraid she'll take everything I own.
Of course not. It won't happen.
We know the truth now. Ruby, you've been wronged.
All right, Ruby. That's enough. We'll have your face checked at the hospital.
Ruby, enough!
I'm calling the cops. This isn't over. You claim I made the first move on Xenia. That's why you hit me. So tell me, how did I do it? Did I hit her? Or did I kick her? Why the silence? Fine. I'll speak since you won't. She tried to grab me and I pushed her away. How is that making a move? Now this is making a move. I was beaten like this, yet my family told me to enjoy the humiliation. You can't give me justice, but the cops will. I've spent the first half of my life being bullied, and I've had enough. But now I have a father. I'm a right. Don't even think about bullying me!
Ruby, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Ruby, it was thoughtless of Jim. I apologize for him.
Mrs. Shaw, thank you.
Why did you thank me?
You're the only one who asked about my injuries. Thank you for your concern. But Jim is an adult now. He's responsible for himself.
Do you have to involve the cops and embarrass us? This is Xenia's fault. She's insecure and afraid of being kicked out. So she tried to warn you. Once we get home, I'll make her answer to you, alright?
Ian, stop pretending. You went to the school. I'm sure you know what a runt means.
What do you want? Yes, Xenia is at fault. I'll apologize for her, alright? What do you want? Tell me.
You're trying to buy me with money. Is this how you treat your real sister?
Are you blaming me for not taking your side? Wait a minute. Have you been upset with Mom and me since yesterday?
No. I've said it before. Blood ties are really strange. You and I are the same. If you were the one who was switched, I believe that, even after you came back, I would still protect Xenia.
Ruby.
I suggest you stop bothering me, or I won't be able to hold my tongue. A wealthy heiress bullied at school. The heir of the Shaw family defends the fake heiress. Any of these headlines would draw endless attention. Ian? Of course I know Xenia's trying to give me a warning. After all, our goals are the same.
The results are in. She has major injuries. Apologize sincerely and seek mediation. If the girl doesn't forgive him, your son will be taken into custody.
But Jim is injured too! Jim, get your injuries evaluated too.
I can't. I'm not injured.
Apologize to her right now.
I apologize to you on Jim's behalf. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Do whatever you want to get back at me. Just don't drag Jim into this.
Alright, Xenia. Enough! Ruby, Jim and Xenia have apologized. Let's call it even. After all, our families are close. Don't cause trouble for both sides.
Ruby, this isn't the time to be upset. Our families have had a strong relationship for years. Acting like this will make things awkward for us.
Children don't know better. She made a fuss over something minor. I'll talk to her later.
Dad! You're finally here! They're trying to bully me!
Oh, it's alright, don't cry. What happened?
When I arrived at school, Xenia already had people bullying me. She messed up my desk and even made Jim hit me. Dad, I was always bullied before. And now that I have a father, you'll have my back, right?
You've been wronged. Of course, I'll stand up for you.
Dad, he looks terrifying. When we go back, he's going to hit me again.
Apologize to her! You're pissing me off.
He's stubborn. Hitting him won't do any good. The two kids are still upset. Let's split them up first and talk to them separately.
Bring those two back first.
John wouldn't turn against the Shaws for something so minor. Still, my warning to Xenia has done its job. That's enough. You're the only one who's been good to me. I won't put you in a tough spot. I'm willing to let this go.
Ruby, good girl.
But Dad, if you don't teach Jim a lesson, he'll surely bully me again.
Don't worry. I'll talk to Jim's father right after and make sure he punishes Jim so he never bullies you again.
Dad must have gotten a satisfactory deal. Since Bob Shaw lost money, he'll definitely punish Jim.
I've settled it with Jim's father. When he goes back, he'll definitely punish him. Jim will never bully you again.
Thank you, Dad.
Ruby, are you feeling unwell? We'll go to the hospital.
It's all right. I just need some sugar. I didn't have lunch. My blood sugar is low.
You don't like the food at school? I'll have our servants prepare meals for you.
It's all right. I just got back. I don't want special treatment.
Ruby, you're my daughter. Tell me if anything's wrong. No matter what, I'll always be by your side.
Dad, the food at school is too pricey.
That's all my fault. I forgot to give you allowance. I'll transfer it to you now.
I just helped him secure a great deal from the Shaws. He thinks he can brush me off with an allowance. Dad, how much do you give Xenia each month for her living expenses? Over the past 16 years, how much have you spent on her? Just send me the same amount she gets. It's fine. If you can't, don't be mad. I won't compare with Xenia again.
Ruby, don't imagine things. You and Xenia are both our daughters. The two of you are as important to us.
Thanks, Dad. You're the one who's always been best to me. As long as the money is right, I'll happily play the obedient, good daughter.
Dad, I know I was wrong.
You've disappointed me so much.
Dad, I really know I messed up. I won't ever do it again. Please don't kick me out.
Xenia, mistakes come with consequences. I had finance freeze your card, and you must apologize to Ruby.
Ruby, I know I was wrong. Please forgive me this time. I'll listen to you from now on.
I don't want to make things hard for Dad, so I'll let this slide. But you stole my life to get the one you have now. You're indebted to our family, so I hope from now on you won't do anything as ungrateful.
You bitch. You're just a poor kid from the sticks. Who are you to lecture me?
Xenia already apologized to you. Why do you still have to say such harsh things?
I'm not as cruel as you. You told the student council to humiliate your real sister.
Ruby, there must be a misunderstanding. How could Ian allow those people to bully you? He just...
All right. I'm tired. I'm going to rest.
Go on then. I'll let you know when dinner's ready.
100 million. Looks like the Wrights are really generous to Xenia. I need to use this money well. If my investments work, it'll prove I'm capable of running Wright Corp.
I heard you were attacked in school. Are you badly hurt?
I'm fine. You've taken good care of me all these years. Take this money as my thanks. Let's not contact each other again. Zack is just a high schooler with some tricks. I befriended him to stay clear of men eyeing me. Now, high society is too dangerous. There's no need to drag him in.
Ruby, dinner's ready. Dad said to come down and eat. You recorded us right after joining. You did it on purpose. Bitch. You set us all up.
Idiot. Since you know what I'm like, you'd better watch yourself. Keep your stupidity away from me. You were raised by the Wrights for years, and you still need a man to fight me? You're pathetic.
You...
Xenia, here. Eat more meat.
Here, sweetie, have some more.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Ruby, you can have it.
Xenia, no need to give her everything. She can help herself.
Ian, it's okay. I grew up with Mom and Dad, so I'm bored with fancy food. Ruby grew up in the countryside and never got to try fresh imported pork like this. So, Ruby, you should have some more.
Bring me new dishes.
You...
Ruby, are you that disgusted by what I gave you? Are you still mad at me?
Silly child, don't say that. Your sister won't blame you. Ruby, our family doesn't hold grudges. Xenia didn't mean it.
That's enough. It's Ruby's birthday next week. I have organized a birthday party for you. We'll reveal your identity to the whole of Jackson 2.
Thanks, Dad.
Ruby, it's your birthday next week. What do you like? I can get you a gift.
Ruby, let's have Xenia celebrate with you. It's been years. She's used to celebrating birthdays on that day.
Ruby, don't bring your countryside attitude into our family. In high society families, harmony is everything. Siblings must respect each other. No one will like how pretty you are.
Siblings must respect each other, just like you.
You!
That's enough. You're siblings, so stop bickering. Since that's the case, let's celebrate both your birthdays then. But remember, I'll be inviting Mr. Lynch from Cloud Corp. Another thing, none of you are allowed to embarrass our family.
Isn't he the one we've been wanting to partner with? He's attending the birthday party?
Cloud Corp is a major tech company in the South. If you can make a deal with Mr. Lynch, I'll reward you with 5% of our company shares.
Dad, are you serious?
Yes.
Thanks, Dad. I'll prepare for it.
Ian, I'll help you. If we work together, we'll win over Mr. Lynch for sure.
Oh, Ruby? Why are you so quiet?
She just came back from the countryside, so she probably doesn't know how much 5% of shares is worth. 5% of Wright Corp's shares is already at least $1 billion. The annual dividend alone is $80 million.
Ian, you're about to become the richest young man in the city. Here's an early celebration.
Dad, if I make the deal happen, can I get the shares as a reward too?
Of course, but...
Ruby, do you really think you can land the deal and get the $1 billion shares?
Ruby, you're way too confident. With your middle school level education, can you even understand contracts? And you want to do business? Huh.
Ruby, business is extremely complicated. You're too young to understand. I'll take you to a few banquets and you'll learn from there.
Your mom is right. I'll give you a chance if you want to try. If you can pull it off, I'll give you the shares.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. I'm really looking forward to next week's party.
Xenia, happy birthday.
Mr. Ian treats Xenia so well. They have such an incredible bond. It's so enviable.
Oh my god, that's a limited edition Chanel worth $1 million. You have to order it 6 months in advance. Xenia, you're so lucky.
Thank you, Ian. You're so sweet to me.
You silly thing. You're my sister. If I don't treat you well, who will?
Mr. Lynch, thank you for coming to my daughter's birthday party. It's an honor.
You're too kind. But seeing your family so close really makes one envious.
Not at all. Mr. Lynch, allow me to toast you.
Mr. Ian, so this is your sister from the countryside? She shares a birthday with Xenia. You didn't forget a gift, did you?
Of course not. She's my sister too. I'll never play favorites. Ruby, happy birthday.
How thoughtful of you. Ruby, open it and see. This is your first birthday since coming back. He must have prepared a surprise for you.
A rock? Which designer made this new piece?
Could it be a rare uncut gem?
Ruby, Ian's worried you might be homesick. So he brought the stone from your old front yard. What do you think? He's so kind, isn't he?
That's hilarious. Ian, you're way too thoughtful.
Hey, Hillbilly, hurry up and thank Lon.
My kids love to joke around. It's normal for them to squabble.
How about it? Do you like my surprise? You can put it by your bed and look at it every day. Then you won't feel homesick.
Ruby, it might just be a rock, but Ian put a lot of thought into your birthday gift. It's the thought that counts, so don't be picky. You bitch, I'm the only one who deserves the family's love. You're nothing more than just a hillbilly from the countryside. Giving you a rock is more than you deserve. Don't be ungrateful.
Is that so?
Ruby, have you lost it?
Ian, I just told her you put a lot of effort into this. But she went berserk again.
Ruby, apologize to Xenia right now.
Why should I?
You slapped her. So shouldn't you say sorry?
She deserved it.
You're completely unreasonable. Figures. No one ever taught you manners. Oh. Bitch, how dare you slap me?
Ian, Dad's important guests are here tonight. If they see you hitting your real sister in public, it won't look good.
Then why don't you let go? I'll deal with you when we get home.
My apologies. My siblings love to joke around. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'll apologize on their behalf.
Mr. John, the daughter you just found is very sensible. She's calm, confident, and able to command the room. As for the other two...
Sorry about that. Excuse me. Ungrateful brat! I told you we have an important guest today, and you still made a scene. Are you even acting like an older brother?
Dad, Ruby hit me first. Ian was just trying to stand up for me, and she hit him too.
Dad, it's all her fault.
You brat! Do you think I'm blind? Guards! Take these embarrassments home!
Dad!
Dad, no!
Ruby, I'll teach them a lesson when we're home. For now, come meet Mr. Lynch. Come meet Mr. Lynch. Sorry, my kids were an embarrassment. Ruby, come here. Mr. Lynch, this is my daughter, Ruby.
So it's you, Mr. Lynch.
You know me.
Ruby, this is Mr. Lynch from Cloud Corp. You must be mistaken. I'm sorry, Mr. Lynch. Please excuse her. I just got her back, so she doesn't know what's appropriate. Ruby, that's enough. Don't make a scene.
Mr. Lynch, you're the founder of Project Hope, right? 2 years ago, you came to our school in person. You even handed me a 10,000 scholarship. I only got into high school because of the money you gave me.
You lived in the Southwest region.
Yes, I heard your speech back then, and I believed school was my only way out. But my adoptive parents wouldn't let me study, so I had to work and pay for myself. If it weren't for kind people like you, I'm afraid I wouldn't even have gone to middle school. Mr. Lynch, let me toast you.
The reason I started the charity was to support students like you from poor families. You're doing great.
Ruby's very hardworking. She goes to the library after class, and she's up studying at 5 a.m. That's why her grade stays at the top.
She's just like you, Mr. Wright. It's clear. She is your daughter.
By the way, Mr. Lynch, I have a small gift for you. Mr. Lynch, I found this sandalwood in the hills. I noticed the dark circles under your eyes when you came to my school. This can help you sleep better.
That's very thoughtful of you. I do have insomnia. This is just what I need.
A billionaire like him has seen it all. What can move him isn't luxury goods, but sincerity and effort.
The cat carving's very charming. I love it. I'll read a letter when I'm home.
Ha ha. Ruby, you're my lucky charm.
Dad, did Mr. Lynch agree to the deal?
Yes. He signed the contract. He even said you can join the project to learn. Looks like he really likes you.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll maintain a good relationship with him.
Dad, she's still in high school and just left the countryside. She knows nothing about our business. Did you want her to take on a project? Even if she goes, she'll just embarrass us.
Quiet! Ruby is your real sister, and you humiliate her at the party. Are you even fit to be her brother?
Dad, Don't be too hard on him. He didn't do it on purpose. We both thought Ruby would like our surprise.
A mistake is a mistake. You nearly embarrassed the family in front of Mr. Lynch. If not for Ruby, do you think you'd still be sitting here? Don't worry, Ruby. I'll teach you everything about business.
Thanks, Dad.
Dad, since Ian and Ruby are at the company now, I want to join too. Mom! I know I'm not your biological daughter. I don't have the right to join. I'll stay out of company matters from now on.
That's enough. John, just let her join the company. Even if she doesn't learn business, she should still see the world. That's good too.
Fine. But don't cause trouble again.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
It's getting late. Go and get some rest.
Ruby, it's Xenia's birthday today. How dare you hit her in public? You embarrassed her on purpose, didn't you? Your whole point was to let everyone know she's beneath you, wasn't it?
She's adopted. How is she worth my attention? The one I'm really after is you, Ian Wright. Your information was really useful. The image of a poor, grateful student worked really well.
Glad I could help you.
Miss Wright, the shares promised to you have been transferred. Please sign here. You'll get dividends next month.
You're that happy over just 5% of shares. Abilities like you are so easy to impress.
Jealousy makes people dumb, and I never talk to idiots.
You...
Ruby, I made these biscuits for you. Give it a try.
Thanks, Mom.
Ruby, I want to discuss something with you.
Yes?
Here's the thing. Jim's dad thinks your grades are improving really fast. He would like Jim to study with you.
Mom, Jim has his own private tutor. Why does he need to study with her?
Bob and Amy thinks the tutor we hired for Ruby is more professional. Besides, it's better to study with more people.
Studying with Jim? They're doing this because I got the shares in the company and earned Mr. Lynch's approval. Now they want to set me up with Jim.
Ruby, I'll never get engaged to you. My fiance can only be Xenia.
Ruby, please don't break us apart.
Why come to me? A marriage between our families isn't something I can decide alone.
Stop pretending. If you hadn't manipulated Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be forced to switch fiancés. I'm warning you. Stop your little tricks immediately.
You should get this straight. I'm the Wright's real daughter. You're just a little pet my family raised. Don't dream about things you're not worthy of.
I'll never marry a cruel woman like you. My fiance can only be Xenia.
Jim, you're so kind to me.
Shouting won't do anything. Go ahead and try to convince your parents to let you marry this adopted daughter.
Watch your tongue. Of course I'll convince my parents. Stop trying to influence Mr. Wright. Xenia, let's go.
Good luck. I can't wait for the engagement party.
I don't want to.
Stop it! You can't just change a marriage alliance. The Shaws asked for Ruby. If you're upset, blame yourself. You embarrassed yourself in front of them.
Dad! I don't care! Jim and I grew up together for over 10 years. I want to marry him.
Dear, all right, stop crying. Your eyes are already swollen.
She's right, Dad. Xenia and Jim are so close. Just let them be together, okay?
Then tell me, how do I explain this to the Shaws and Ruby? Well?
John, I'll talk to the Shaws. As for Ruby, I'm her mom. I'll talk her through it. Ruby, you're home. Come, have a seat.
Ruby, Mom and Dad already promised to let me marry Jim. You're not mad, right?
Ruby, you're a good student and still young. Just focus on school and not this, okay? I'm so proud of you.
Ruby, we're not playing favorites. Look! Xenia and Jim grew up together and they have a great bond. If we make you marry him, it'll hurt you too. Right?
Exactly, Ruby. You can't force love.
Ruby, Jim is outstanding and of high status. Of course, he'd choose someone elegant as his wife. You're not worthy of him.
Dad, can I say no?
Huh?
Ruby, don't you dislike Jim?
You know people after fights. I think he's decent. Besides, didn't his family want me as his bride? All right, I'm going to my room.
Hey, Ruby! Ruby!
Jeez. Look what you did. It's not a single day apiece. My goodness.
What? Man, what do I do? That bitch won't let me marry Jim instead. She's trying to steal him from me.
She grabbed the company's shares and wants your fiancé now too. Is she worthy?
Ian, do you have a plan?
Ruby, you want to play games with me? I'll make you pay for it.
Ruby, did you see the post online?
What post?
It's already trending at the top of the school forum.
Ruby, we'll get them to delete it.
No need. Without Jim, there's still Tims and others out there. The Wrights will always find another match. I hope Xenia makes a bigger scene and ruin my name so no one will marry me. After all, I can't gain control of the Wrights if I get married.
I saw the post. Do you need me to do anything?
No.
Are you having a tough time right now?
Tough? Not at all. A life with money and power is pure happiness.
What's the post on your school forum about?
I was only classmates with them, nothing more. I worked while studying since middle school, so it's either work or studying every day. I never had time to mess around. Dad, I have a math competition coming up. I don't want this to distract me. Can you take care of it?
All right. Focus on your studies. That's what matters. Prepare well.
Okay.
I'll handle the mess online.
Keep your left hand steady. Raise it a little here. Hold it at 90 degrees.
Hey, Ruby, you're here.
Ruby, what's with that post?
Ruby, you're still young. You should be focusing on your studies. I don't care how you lived before, but you're back with us now, so you need to behave. You'll stay away from those people.
Life's too short to not enjoy it for someone as beautiful and rich as me. It's only natural I have admirers.
What are you talking about?
Are you deaf?
You
people? One has too many ex-girlfriends to count. The other keeps trying to steal a husband from our underage fake daughter. Who are you to lecture me? And this idiot you raised? Other than depending on men, she only knows how to spread lies about me online. She's useless.
Hey!
I didn't do it. Why does she think of me that way?
She's insane!
Ruby, I just saw Zach standing outside the school gate. He's here to see you.
I know Zach. He wouldn't come to see me after that post. Unless someone set him up.
Ruby, why don't you go look?
Ruby, didn't Mom say you're not allowed to see them again?
You sure love calling me names. But dear sister, you went too far this time. Ruin my name all you want. But you should never have dragged Zach into this. I'm very unhappy.
What?
Ruby, you're asking for it!
You really love to meddle in my family's business. Do you miss going to the police station with me?
You! How dare you bring that up?
Ruby, how dare you hit me? Mom won't let you off for this.
You call her mom too. Our parents wouldn't care if we fought. Besides, you're only adopted. Watch yourself. Don't make me mad again. Did you see that? This is what it means to hit someone.
Ruby, you're dead meat! Get over here! Come here! Fuck you!
Get in the car with me.
Isn't it a bad idea for us to be alone?
Why did you come here?
The one who took your photos called. I came because I was worried. Did I cause you trouble? I'm sorry.
Someone who can take this many photos of me must have connections. You actually dared to meet them? That's too dangerous.
I'm not scared. I've returned that $5.5 million you gave me. Helping you was my choice. I don't want money.
Why not take it? You like me.
Yes, I do.
But I don't like you. And I've been using you. I got close to you to avoid those people.
I know.
You do? I've used so many people like you. To me, you're all the same.
I know, but I'm happy to be used by you.
He's the dumbest one so far. Even after seeing the real me, he still drove right into trouble. Zach, I remember you entered Linden High as the top special admit.
Yes.
You're in the 10th grade, so there's time. Get into Triton Uni, then come help me at Wright Corp. I'm on my own. I need people I can trust.
Okay. I'll get into Triton Uni.
To survive at Wright Corp, I'd need my own people. Zach is perfect for that. Deal. I'll take you home.
Ruby, stay right there.
Dad, I'm back.
Where were you? Why did you hit Xenia?
Dad, someone's trying to hurt me. Zach was lured there. Xenia and her friends said loudly on purpose that he was looking for me. They teamed up to shame me. And everyone started talking about me. I was so scared. I hit her to make her stop talking.
You still shouldn't have hit her. Look at what you did to her face.
I was wrong to hit her, but I need to know. Were you behind everything lately?
You...
Zach, did you lure him there?
Ruby, you can't hit me, then frame me. I know you don't like me, but you can't accuse me like this.
Ruby, shut up. Stop slandering Xenia.
Ruby, you're still acting like you were right to hit her? Beg her to forgive you.
The one who should do that isn't me.
That's enough.
Dad, I have proof. Look at the nasty things Xenia and Ian have been doing. Today, let's clear this up.
Dad, it wasn't me. He's slandering me.
You can't behave yet blame others. If you didn't flirt around, those photos wouldn't exist.
Ian, do you even hear yourself? She's your real sister.
Wait, Dad.
Ruby, it's Ian and Xenia's fault this time. I'll deal with them. But the Shaws have already seen these photos. They said the marriage can only be with Xenia.
Well, so I have to put up with it all again for the marriage alliance?
Ruby, I was wrong. I won't do it again. Can you please forgive me? My engagement to Jim is for the family.
Ruby, I know you're hurt. But our family and the Shaws have been close for decades. You can't let feelings ruin that bond. Ruby, you're such a sensible kid. I'm sure you understand, right?
Ruby, behave. Your dad has already given you 5% of the shares. Do you still want to fight Xenia over the marriage? How can you be so selfish?
Exactly, Ruby. Can you drop your selfish and greedy habits? It's been a mess since you came back.
What did you say? Say that again!
I said you're selfish. Ever since you came back, our family has been a mess. I should have never brought you back.
Ruby, what are you doing?
Ian and I are both your children. What right does he have to despise me?
You!
I was supposed to be engaged with the Shaw family. How can an adopted daughter take my place instead? I knew it. It's because she's been with you for 10 years. But why? I've worked so hard, yet you all still favor her. If I'd known, I would have never come back.
Ruby, don't say that. You're our daughter by blood. How could we not adore you?
Mom, you keep saying that Xenia and I mean the same to you. But as soon as I came back, you left me to comfort her once she cried. She sent me up to be bullied at school and slapped by Jim. Yet the first thing you did when you came to school was worry about her. She's insecure, but that doesn't make me feel secure. You love raising other people's kids, huh? Why not just get sterilized? Why did you even give birth to me?
Ruby, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice your feelings.
Ruby, what happened this time is my fault. Tell me how I can make it up to you.
Enough! Ian, stop pretending. If you hadn't threatened the school and spread rumors about me, would they have humiliated me? If you really cared about me, would Jim have dared to lay a hand on me? And at the birthday party, you gave me a stone on purpose, humiliating me in public. What right do you have to act so righteous?
Ruby, if you're mad, take it all on me. Don't drag Mom and Ian into this.
Xenia, drop the act. The day when I came back, you pretended to make a scene just to put me in my place. The next day, you got the whole school to bully me. You even pretended to fall so Jim would hit me.
Ruby, I'm sorry. What happened before was my fault. Can you forgive me?
I won't forgive anyone who has hurt me. I'll only repay them the same way.
Ruby, that's enough. Let's end this here.
Dad, you knew Xenia and Ian spread those filthy rumors about me, ruining my reputation. Yet you arranged such a good marriage for Xenia. And Ian has company shares when he was just in second year of college. What about me? I've given everything, hoping you all would notice me. Why are you all so biased?
Ruby, I know you've been wronged. The project with Cloud Corp has already started. Starting this weekend, you can intern at the company. And how about this? I'll give you another 10% of the shares.
Dad, this...
Honey, calm down. 10% of the company's shares are worth billions. And it affects your influence on the board. You can't just give it away.
My daughter has been hurt. As long as she's happy. A few shares are nothing. Even if she wants the stars, I'd pluck them for her.
Dad, I don't want anything. I'd rather leave. I can live just fine on my own.
Don't be silly. This will always be your home. Everything here is yours, too.
Dad promised me 5% as a marriage gift. And now she's stolen it again!
Since the shares are given to Ruby, prepare more marriage gifts for Xenia. We can't let the Shaws look down on us.
Yeah. Hey, are you really giving Ruby 10% of the shares? Once she gets married, won't we lose it?
Don't worry. Ruby's well. She's just jealous. We've always treated Ian and Xenia better. That's why she's acting out. Besides, keeping the shares in our family better than Xenia bring them into another.
That's true. Ruby is starved for love. Give her some sense of security now, and later we can coax her into giving it back.
Understood.
Ruby, this is your office. I personally set it up for you. So don't say I only favor Xenia.
Looks fine. Thanks, Ian.
Ian, what about me?
Xenia, HR works outside. Xenia, let's talk outside.
Why does she get a private office and I don't? If my coworkers find out, they will laugh at me. I don't want to work anymore. I'm going home.
Xenia, calm down. Ruby's office was requested by Cloud Corp.
Why?
Our AI project with Cloud Corp is top tier. Every bit of data is confidential. The private office is just for data security.
Since Cloud Corp values the data so much, won't Ruby be kicked off the project team if she ever leaks it?
Kicked off the project team? Our collaboration with Cloud Corp is our most important project this year. If the deal falls through, Dad would completely despise her. Then, we can settle the score with her properly.
Ian, you're clever. That country bumpkin has no right to control and lord it over us. This time, we'll make her beg for mercy on her knees.
Miss Wright, Mr. Lynch, and Mr. Wright will be at the meeting in 30 minutes. Please enter the data. I need to set up the meeting room.
Go straight to the meeting room. Don't let the tablet out of your sight. The data is important. We can't leak it.
Understood. Mr. Ian, I've already sent the data you asked for.
Good job.
What's going on? Don't we have a meeting? Where's the rest?
A meeting? Is there even a point anymore? The whole internet now knows the project's core data.
Ruby, I know you resent that Dad and Ian favor me. But no matter how angry you are, you can't leak the data on purpose just to get back at us. Mr. Lynch also trusted you so much.
Ruby, did you leak the data?
It wasn't me. Dad, Mr. Lynch, give me 5 minutes. I can fix this.
Ruby, are you crazy? The whole internet knows about the leak now. And you say you can fix it in 5 minutes?
Ruby, stop stalling. You made a mistake, so own up, Mr. Lynch. Our company will take full responsibility for the data loss.
Ian, shut up! Who gave you the right to speak for Wright Corp?
Dad, even now, you're still protecting Ruby? Even if you are, Cloud Corp won't accept it. They've suffered such a huge loss after all.
Mr. Wright, business is business. If someone makes a mistake, they must bear the consequences.
Don't worry, Mr. Lynch. We won't shirk any responsibility. But before we assign blame, we should at least find out the truth.
That bitch. Even now, Dad's still protecting her. Dad, only a handful of people knew the core data. No one entered Ruby's office this morning. If she didn't leak it, are you saying Cloud Corp did?
Mr. Wright, if you don't trust our integrity, we shouldn't have worked together in the first place.
Mr. Lynch, that's not what I meant at all.
Miss Ruby, we caught him trying to run. Good thing you told us to guard every exit. And just 30 minutes ago, he received 500,000.
Ruby, isn't he your assistant? What's going on?
Ruby, you leaked the data yourself, and now you're blaming your assistant? Poor him.
Shut up. Dad, someone's trying to sabotage our deal with the Cloud Corp. For the sake of this project, we should kick them all out first.
So who leaked it? The data took our company 5 years to collect and filter. If it weren't for trust in your company, I'd never have shared it!
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Lynch. I have to deal with some family matters. As for the leak, I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. You'll be satisfied with the compensation.
Wait! Mr. Lynch, have you actually checked the data online?
Ruby, we can still cover Cloud Corp's loss. Let Mr. Lynch go.
Dad, I've suspected the assistant for a while. The data I gave him was altered. So, the leaked data is fake.
Really? You mean the real data wasn't leaked at all?
Ruby, you're such a schemer. You don't even trust your home assistant.
I've met more crooks and liars than you've met people. Besides, Dad, I won't trust anyone in this world.
That's my daughter. Just like me.
Miss Wright, you're brave, clever, and meticulous. I thank you on behalf of Cloud Corp.
Mr. Lynch, protecting the data is our duty. It's not a big deal. In fact, we should thank you for sharing such important data with us.
Ruby, you should represent Wright Corp in this project instead. It's better that way. Mr. Wright, let's move forward. Consider today's news free publicity.
Thank you, Mr. Lynch. Ruby, you'll take full charge of the project with Cloud Corp. Only you can access the classified data.
Dad, isn't this inappropriate? I just started my internship, and you're putting me in charge of something this big?
You may be young, but you're my daughter, and also one of Cloud Corp's heirs. Later, I'll post an announcement on the company's site. You're promoted to manager.
Dad, you...
Mr. Wright, I'll leave you to handle family matters.
See you, Mr. Lynch.
Dad, if Ruby's the manager, then what about me? You want your only son to work for a hillbilly?
Shut up! Say one more word, and you're disowned.
Dad, what's wrong? Did someone say something to you?
Miss Ruby, I'm really sorry. Please forgive me.
Who bribed you? Break his arm. Send him to Afro.
I'll talk! I'll talk! It was Mr. Ian. He said if I helped him kick Miss Ruby out, he'd give me 1 million.
Nonsense! Throw him out!
Ian, I'm so disappointed in you. As Wright Corp's heir, you have no backbone at all. And you're foolish enough to harm the company's interests for your own gain.
Dad, I'm truly sorry. Please forgive me this once.
You're a disgrace. Get out. You're lost. From now on, you're banned from stepping foot in the company.
Dad, but I'm your only son. I'm the rightful heir of the Wright family. You can't kick me out. Dad!
Guards, drag him out.
Get lost. Out of my sight.
You ingrate. What are you doing?
Ruby, must you fight me for everything?
Fight you? I'm also their daughter. I have every right to inherit. There are 3 children in this family. Don't act like you're the only one.
Shut up! Ruby! You're just a country bumpkin! You're clueless! Inheritance is a huge family matter! Even the law can't dictate it!
Exactly. Wright Corp's future. And the fate of its over 1,000 employees. How could all that fall into the hands of some fool?
Dad, what are you on about? Dad, I'm the only son of the Wright family. Only I can inherit Wright Corp.
Drag him out.
Dad, I'm really sorry. Forgive me this once, please. I'm truly sorry.
Hey, Ian!
Ruby, we owe you. You've suffered so much in the past 16 years. You're back now, but I've placed such a heavy burden on you.
Dad, you've treated me well. Even though our relationship is complicated, the shares John gave me are real. I'm satisfied.
Ruby, from now on, I'll teach you how to run our company. Starting today, you're the heiress of Wright Corp.
Wright Corp's heir has suddenly changed. Rumor has it the new successor, Miss Ruby Wright, grew up in the countryside.
Even after becoming heiress, I don't feel thrilled. Zach? It's not him.
Bitch. Why can't you just stay in the countryside and live your whole life as a peasant? Why did you come back? Huh? Why come back and steal my inheritance? Why?
Ian, calm down. Even without inheriting the company, you still have 20% of the shares. You can keep squandering money as you like.
Shut up! Wright Corp was supposed to be mine. All the assets were supposed to be mine. What right do you have to take them from me? Answer me! Once you're dead, I'll still be the only heir of Wright Corp.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's alright.
Someone's being stabbed on Brook Lane. Send help quickly! Don't move. The wound's deep.
It doesn't hurt. Don't worry.
I told you I don't like you. Why did you take the blow for me?
Because I like you. Thank God. I was the one who's hurt.
Hang on. The ambulance is almost here.
Ruby, go rest in the lounge for a bit. With the nurses around, your friend will be fine.
I'm not tired.
The kid's pretty good. He risked his life and took the blow for Ruby. Let him be her bodyguard from now on. Offer him top pay.
Dad, Mom, you should head back. I can handle this on my own.
Ruby, I've already sent your brother abroad. He'll never come back. Drop the case, okay? Whatever compensation Zach wants, we'll pay.
Whether to drop the case is up to the victim. When he wakes up, I'll discuss it with him.
Ruby, you're the heiress of Wright Corp now. Whatever you do, you must think of the family first. Then, we'll head back first, huh?
Zach, you're up. How do you feel? Does the wound still hurt? I'll get the doctor.
I'm fine. It's just a small injury. Don't fuss.
Okay. My dad has already sent Ian abroad.
I heard. Just drop the case. I don't want to make things harder for you.
No. Why should we drop it? He almost killed you. Why should he go unpunished? No matter where he runs, I'll make sure he pays.
Who is it? Let me go! Ruby? How dare you kidnap me? You're done for!
The audacity to threaten me at a time like this. You're really dumb. If you were to inherit Wright Corp, I would have gone bankrupt. Luckily, I took it back.
Bitch! Don't get cocky. Wright Corp will be mine in the end. Only a man can inherit the family's business. You, a bitch like you, is just Dad's tool to run the company. Huh. Ruby, what are you doing? Don't do anything crazy.
So, you still remember this? 6 months ago, you stabbed Zach with it. Now, it's time for payback.
Ah, no! Don't, Ruby, please! You can't do this to me. As long as Dad's around, he'll never let you touch me.
Don't worry. He won't find out.
Ah, stop it! Bitch, how dare you!
What are you doing? You're sparing him?
Don't dirty your hands. Let me handle it.
Just don't kill him.
Ruby, so what if you're the heiress of Wright Corp, huh? Huh? As long as Dad's around, you can't lay a finger on me!
Scum like you don't deserve her time.
Take away the card the Wright family gave him. A bastard like you don't deserve our resources.
But... Ruby, I'm your brother! I'm begging you! Don't take away the card! Ruby, I'm sorry! Come back!
Ruby, you're still the same. As captivating as before.